Hello everyone. Hope you are fine. Let us study the next topic, that is water for all. Water is a basic necessity for all terrestrial life forms. In Standard 9, we have studied the importance of water as a resource. We have studied the water cycle, right? We also studied how human intervention pollutes water bodies. On the other hand, we have examples where human intervention also changes the availability of water in various regions. Now, let us talk about rainfall. Different studies of rainfall patterns does not reveal the whole truth behind the water availability in various regions in India, which means the rainfall pattern is not related to the availability of water in different regions of India. Rains in India are largely due to monsoons. What does this mean? This means that the most of the rain falls in a few months of the year, nearly 4 months of the year. We have large amount of nature's monsoon, which means nature's monsoon bounty means large amount of rain. Then also we have failure to sustain water availability. Underground water has resulted largely from the loss of vegetation cover. Vegetation cover means what? Number of green plants on particular area of land. So this underground has resulted how? Large loss of vegetation cover. When number of green plants on particular area of land are destroyed, then this underground has water level has increased. There are also diversions for high water demanding crops and pollution from industrial effluents and urban waste. So, this all are the things that we get enough amount of rain, but then also how the water is polluted by human interventions. We know different types of irrigation methods, right? Irrigation methods like dams, tanks, and canals have been used in various parts of India since ancient time. We have learned the traditional method of irrigation also and modern method of irrigation also. And these all methods of irrigation were used in India since ancient time. These were generally local interventions managed by local people, and they assured that the basic minimum requirements for both agriculture and daily needs were met throughout the year, which means in ancient time local people were able to manage that how water is used daily for basic needs, also for agriculture purpose, and it will be conserved for whole year. And we know that tanks, Dams are basically water reservoirs which stores water, and this stored water is used for agriculture purposes and other purposes throughout the year. So, the use of this stored water was strictly regulated, and the optimum cropping patterns. What is the meaning of optimum? Best. Best cropping patterns based on the water availability were arrived at on the basis of decades and centuries of experiences, which means the people in ancient India were able to manage to store water and to use it for daily purpose, and by using the best cropping patterns for agriculture. They were also seeing the availability of water and what are the basic needs, that all things they were keeping in mind and using different methods of irrigation also. So the maintenance of irrigation systems was also a local affair, which means the local people were managing irrigation systems also. And then we all know the arrival of British in India. When the British came in India, these systems of irrigation, agriculture were changed as it changed many other things. Okay, so they have changed the irrigation systems, the way people were using water for basic needs, for agriculture, everything were changed. The conception of large scale projects, large dams, and canals, they were planning to construct. So, first, they have made plans to construct canals which goes to long distances. Also, they have planned to construct large dams, and then the British implemented their plans also, and the construction of large dams and large canals were done. You need to know here that this implementation was carried on with no less gusto. Gusto means enthusiasm in doing something. So, all these constructions were carried on with great enthusiasm for doing this by our newly formed independent government. So, after the British rule, also, these things were carried on by Indian government. And as there are new changes for irrigation methods, these mega projects led to the neglect of the local irrigation methods which people were using from ancient time. The government also increasingly took over the administration of these systems, leading to the loss of control over the local water sources by the local people. So, step by step, increasingly, the government also took over the control of the basic irrigation method and local water sources. That all was taken away by the local people. So, this is all about the topic water for all, wherein we learned the importance of water and also we have learned irrigation methods in ancient time and in modern period.